Good evening and welcome back to Twin State Sports. I'm Zach Siminar. Today was a big day for many talented high school football players as the National Signing Day early period arrived today, and the Mississippi State Bulldogs under Joe Moore had struck gold with their top-rated recruit, Garrett Schrader. Bulldogs look to be in good hands at the quarterback position despite the upcoming departure of Nick Fitzgerald. But with Keaton Thompson in the fold, they locked up the ESPN 300 recruit nonetheless. Four-star recruit Garrett Schrader. He's 6'5", 199-pound dual-threat QB. He comes to Starkville from Charlotte, North Carolina, where he played at Charlotte Christian School. The 145th ranked prospect in his class inked a deal with the Dogs despite other high-profile offers from Alabama, Penn State, and others. Bulldogs got a little bit beefier up front with a pair of ESPN 300 defensive ends and DeMonte Russell and Ani Izichukwu. The Dogs also shored up the O-line with the addition of Charles Cross, who committed to MSU over schools like USC, LSU, Auburn, and Florida State. Overall, the 2019 class for the Dogs ranks 19th in the country according to 24/7 Sports. Mississippi State has now 24 signed on for the 2019 class. Of those 24, 13 are four-star recruits. The Ole Miss Rebels weren't far behind, and it all started with a wide receiving core. As to why they were so successful in the early signing period, they locked up Summerall, Mississippi wideout Dennis Jackson, four-star ESPN 300 recruit, graded out as the 7th best talent in the state of Mississippi and the 127th best in his class. He's heading to Oxford despite offers from Florida, LSU, Texas, Auburn, and others. Rebels also adding to their 2019 class on the front line the addition of Jonesboro, Arkansas's Darius Thomas. He committed to the Rebels, choosing them over Georgia, Mississippi State, LSU, and others. He was the 236th ranked player in his class. The Rebels have the 23rd best recruiting class in the country, that according to 24/7 Sports. Mississippi State women's basketball team slowly but surely worked their way up the polls through the first 6 weeks of the season to number 4. The Lady Bulldogs lost for the very first time this season when they went out on the road to Eugene. 7th-ranked Ducks of Oregon trading blow for blow with MSU before outscoring their opponent last night by 6 in the decisive quarter. Ariel Howard caught fire, 12 of 17 shooting, 30 points led the crew. MSU continues their western swing tomorrow. They'll head to Seattle to play Washington. And big news out of Chapel Hill this morning concerning Roy Williams, 3-time national champion winner, has agreed to an 8-year contract extension with the University of North Carolina. That means Williams committed to the Heels through 2027-28. In his 16 years at UNC, he's compiled 432 wins. He's appeared in 5 Final Fours, of course, as I mentioned, winning 3 national titles. And Manny Machado's future employment tour is underway. The highly coveted free agent visited with the Yankees today. Reporters camped outside of Yankee Stadium say he was there for about an hour and a half. Machado is 26. He can play either short or third. Last year he hit .297 with 37 homers. Machado also plans to visit the Phillies, White Sox, maybe another team. He's expected to receive a large chunk of change, but buyer beware. He's not a very Johnny Hustle type of player, which can hurt you in the postseason. Regular season, okay. Postseason, you want a guy who can hustle.
Hater in the house. The Yankees are going to sign him.
Coming from the guy who said that they did not need another at-bat or another bat. They need pitching.
You know what? We really don't. We really need pitching, but, just to have the name Manny Machado, I'll take it.
You don't want Bryce Harper, though.
No, we don't need Bryce Harper.